Hello, I'm going to show you now how to filter a list based on a criteria rather than using the filters and ticking all of the individual boxes. So if I highlight over my list like so, all the way down to the bottom, go to data at the top, then click onto the filter button, this will add the filters into the list. Now what I mean by criteria versus ticking a box is, let's just take the earnings. If I were to pop that down, I want to get a list of all of the people if they're only earning less than 90,000. Now, if I was to use the tick boxes, I would have to untick all of these and then go and tick every variation of value beneath 90,000. And that, it can be a bit of a pain to do because it's really easy to miss tick, or you've got hundreds of them to do and it takes a while. So what you've got above the tick boxes is one called number filter. Now, these are all kind of ways of deciding whether you're interested in something. So we have options like greater than, less than, between, above average, below average. They're really clever. But the one I'm interested in this case is less than. So if I click onto there, in this box, I'm going to type less than 90,000. Once I'm ready, if I now click OK, can you see it brings back all of the people in that list that have earned less than 90,000? Now, if I want to remove that filter, I pop the arrow down. I can either tick select all just there, or if I click clear filter from earning, can you see that will bring that list back? Now that was a number, so above the ticks we get number filters. If we had a column with dates, above the tick boxes it would be date filters. But if I go to the name and pop this down, you guessed it, above the ticks, because it's text, it's called text filters. Now the kind of things we can do with text is, we can filter to anyone that begins with a particular name, or ends with a particular name, or contains something. Now I'm doing this on names, but if we think about this as maybe you've got an Excel file with maybe orders or purchases, and maybe there's a comments column. Maybe we want to pick up certain things in that list. Maybe there's a key phrase that we want to pick orders up by, and rather than having to read all of those comments, we could use the contained box. Or maybe we have a list of deliveries and it's postcode based, and it'd be useful if we knew all of the deliveries that are going to a particular postcode region. So we might go and look for any postcode that begins with DE or NG or SW, for instance. But look, here we do. I'm going to go to contains. In this box, I'm going to type in there, let's go for James. I'm pretty sure there's a few people with James in their name. So if I now click OK, there we go. Look, James Myers, Melissa James, James Carter. Can you see it picks that up wherever it is within that text? Now, if I wanted to use the begins with, I could go to begins with and then type James. If I now click OK, can you see only the two names that begin with the word James actually come up? So the idea of the tick boxes is really good, but always above the tick boxes there will be either text, number or date filters, and that allows you to be more criteria based rather than manually ticking and unticking boxes down below. So that's how to use criteria in a filter in Excel.